Yep, there we go. Looks good. Then go ahead. Alright, so,
There we go, going live.
yep, going live. Alright, so, last time, our intrepid hero Dennis met with a terrible demise when his world literally ceased to exist around him. But with the magic of save stating, we have gone back and fixed it.
Project 64, the most stable emulation.
Absolutely. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to go play the Keaton's game. I do not remember the answers to like 80% of his questions, so this could take a while.
I think I remember most of them. That is the kind of stupid information that I just remember for no damn reason.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live. How's it going, Blast?
Well, actually, I'm just popping in for a short bit. Then I'm gonna have to pop out, and then I'm gonna pop in again. I'm helping him out, my bro.
Alright. Oh, we know this one. Tingle's 35.
Yes, Tingle is 35.
Oh, I guess this is the Tingle Power Hour. Shit. I don't have her in my book. I want to say 6?
Let the stream catch up and I might know the answer.
Yeah, when does Romani wake up? I want to say it's 6.
I think 6 is correct.
It is. Clocktown's Inn is the stock pot. I know that. And Cremia tries to deliver to the milk barn. Oh, well that was easier than
easy.
expected.
The Tingle one might be the only hard one in there.
Yeah. Alright, oh, and if you see the stream, like, kind of stop for, like, a split second, that's because I'm save stating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't worry about that. Alright, so...
There's a large amount of lag between, like, what you react to and what we see.
Yeah, that's just normal stream delay. If we were not in the Skype call and watching the stream, it's actually a lot better.
I guess so.
Okay. Is it worse than yesterday, or what?
A little.
It's always about this for me, but then again, I'm also hosting the call right now, so...
Alright, so, the good old postman just sped by. And, unfortunately, we cannot talk to him until nightfall. Because we need... Well, I'm gonna get the piece of heart ending first. There we go.
So, I was actually watching something earlier. Somebody made a texture pack for this game to make it look like Wind Waker.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, you're still stuck with, you know, N64 polygons, but...
How good is it actually look?
The faces are a little bad, but that's, you know, N64. That's more the N64 was not good at making faces.
No, it's not. But anyway, so once we get to the final night, the postman is freaking the fuck out. So we're gonna give him a letter to deliver.
The poor postman. Other than Cafe and Andrew, I think he's the one who has it the worst out of all the residents.
But the schedule says we can't leave yet.
Yes, the poor fellow. Hello on me.
Hey, on me.
Hello, what's up?
We're doing some Majora's
streaming
Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, unfortunately, we have to wait for the postman because he takes the long way around.
Yes.
Oh, did you get the Keaton by the Milk Road? Because you could have done that with your spare time.
Nah, I got the one. It doesn't. They're all the same. You only get one piece of heart out of it.
I thought you got a different piece of heart from each location.
Pretty sure you don't.
I don't know. That might be something to test later.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
It's been a while since.
Isn't a Keaton like it looks almost exactly just like one of those like multi-tailed fox spirits?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
it's
that's what it
basically a
is.
kitsune.
I see. So, sort of like how chickens are called cuckoos.
I suppose.
Lots of Zelda things have weird names.
Yeah, but it gives it a little distinct flavor.
Yeah, I mean, really, what's more interesting and memorable, Bat or Keese?
Well, if you don't know the names, the name Keese will piss you off forever because Link's Awakening.
Alright, and there he skips off on his merry way. Godspeed, Postman. Godspeed.
I love the postman.
But he left us the present, and with that we can now go hijack mailboxes ourselves.
Wonderful.
It's only useful one time, like a lot of masks in this game.
Yep, but you know what? We got that piece of heart so hard.
It's not even a mask.
It doesn't even fit you.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. It seems to fit just fine to me. Are you suggesting that Dennis isn't a good M Bison? Is that what you're saying? I mean,
Man, Skype is retarding itself out of existence right now.
oh dear. What is it
Welcome to
doing now?
Skype.
Like, I've got the thing up, and it's got Blasphemous, whose icon is huge, and then a tiny Arctic SA and poorly written SA right next to it.
Oh yeah, I've had that problem before. Usually it serves who's eating everybody else's. Do you have enough rupees to buy the all-night mask?
That is not what we're doing. Because we let Seikon rob the old lady, because we did the K-Fi and Andrew side quest on this loop, we can actually buy the big bomb bag.
Oh.
But we gotta wait until 10 o'clock.
It's the end of the world, and I'm feeling fine.
Hey, better, at least the world ends better here than it does in Lightning Returns.
I don't know about Lightning Returns. I don't want to know.
It's okay,
Oh,
I'll still tell you.
I have many words to say about that, but now is not the time.
Yeah, this is neither the time nor the place. We're playing a much better game about the end of the world. So anyway,
But are you still feeling fine?
Yes, because REM is a good band.
alright. So now that we have the big bomb bag, we are done with this cycle. So time to make a hard save.
Time to watch the... I was gonna say, time to
Dennis.
watch the end of the world now?
No, we gotta make a save, so that we don't lose all of our shit.
Okay.
That is the one complaint I will ever have about this game. Is that, you know, saving. Just such a pain in the ass.
Saving, and then he refuses to elaborate for the people, so those of us who may not have never actually played Majora's Mask.
It's a pain in the ass. The only way to do a permanent save is to go back to the beginning of the loop.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, you just have quick saves.
Alright, so yeah, I think this was a pretty good haul for one cycle.
I only came in at the end of the cycle, but sure, I'll take your word for it.
Well, you'll see in a second.
Yeah, that's more efficient than my playthroughs tend to be.
Alright, so we are done with Clocktown for now. We are off to the wonderful world of Woodfall.
Oh god.
We're actually going to go to our first temple. Fancy that.
Well, we're not going to the temple, but we are going to go clear out at least the opening part of Woodfall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta. What is it we have to do? Something or other about
We have to
getting past
Prove
a
a,
Deku,
you
a
have
Deku
to play.
village?
You have to play Ace Attorney for a monkey.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound
Well,
strange at all.
well, no. Playing Ace Attorney for the monkey is the temple. We have to go through the palace first.
Yeah. To learn that you have to play Ace Attorney for the monkey.
Aha.
But first
a
we have-
mysterious-
But first, we have tragic backstory.
Another thing I really like about
Tragedy.
this game, you can kind of do the temples in any order. I mean, you have to start with Woodfall, at least to the point where you get the bow and arrow, but after that, you have more freedom.
You really don't, because you need the fire arrow. You need to use the bow to get the fire arrow, and without the fire arrow, you can't get the powder keg. And if you-
Really, the only temple you're required to complete before any of the others is Snowhead. That's it. That either has to be the first or the second one you complete.
Oh,
Because it needs
complete,
powder.
yeah. But like I said, you can't get in, and you can't get into Ikana until you get the ice arrow. So
Yeah,
you
but
got
you can go like halfway through that dungeon and then just go back. I like that about this game, where you have that option if you really wanted to.
Oh, look at this, happy times.
Although the water dungeon,
Joy, happy, joy, joy.
the water dungeon can go suck a dick.
I
just
actually
because
kind of like the water dungeon.
I would like it if it was consistent across all 3 days.
It changes.
That's what I've heard.
I didn't actually
I'm
know
pretty
that.
sure the strategy guide says that each day the water flows slightly differently.
I guess it wouldn't necessarily be surprised, but I didn't know that.
Then again, that was a strategy guide that I read like ages ago, so it might have been wrong because I don't remember if it was the official Nintendo one or if it was like, who's really bad? Prima? Prima's really bad.
It was pretty fucking bad, yeah.
All right. Well, now that we're done, we can stab the drawing and get some rupees. But here we
Nothing
go.
will ever be as bad as the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide.
Didn't that
Go
one
check
literally-
online.
Yeah, didn't that literally tell you to go check online for things?
Yep, guess what? That website doesn't exist anymore.
Yes. All right.
Not sure why you're so happy for a website not existing anymore.
Shoes in this game will never not be disturbing.
The shoes?
The chews. That is the name for those jelly things.
All right. First thing we need to do is climb up this tree because it has a prize for us. And just like that, we have 6 hearts, and we have not even stepped foot in Woodfall yet.
I usually go into Woodfall with 4.
I think Tingle needs 10 rupees?
Well, you got the grotto there. There's probably some rupees down there.
Yeah, we'll see what's down there real quick.
Either that, or you could go down Milk Road and hit up the Keaton Bush. Because even if I'm wrong about them each giving a piece of heart, they still give out rupees if you get their questions right.
It doesn't matter. This one had red rupee. Alright, get down here, you creepy fuck.
It's even worse in Hyrule Historia because they have him shirtless.
Oh.
Yeah. Bet you always wanted to see that.
You know, I don't remember that. Like, I have Hyrule Historia, and I don't remember that being in there. I already
It's
have...
a very small drawing on the page with Tingle.
I have the Woodfall map. Okay, whatever.
Yes, you bought it in Clocktown
Did I?
for 40 rupees.
Oh, okay.
Someone is clearly paying attention to what's going on, and it's not Artix.
Well, he bought it on the playthrough that completely died, so I would assume that he did it on this playthrough too.
I didn't plan on it, but evidently I did.
There's one of those frogs for the later side quest.
I really can't get rooms.
Anyway, we're gonna activate the statue, get a Deku stick, and if I bothered to get the the town title deed, I could get that piece of heart right now, but we can't.
It's better to do that all in one loop anyway.
Yeah, but we can't do that right now. So, our first destination is this away.
Ah, I'm back. So, what did I miss?
We're heading to the witch's hut.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh god. Stop it, Deku, Baba.
Oh, that's another thing that changes based on what day you go through. The
Yes,
the path the monkey takes.
Yeah, the path the monkey takes is different depending on what day you're on. That I do know.
What a dickhead monkey.
I think that's clever on the game designer's part.
Do we have to go see? Can we talk to her first and then go? Oh yeah, no.
No, you have to go through twice, I think.
Yeah, because we
It
have
won't
to
give you
see
the-
Coom before it'll let her. We'll get the bottle. Right.
Yep, and then you don't want to be an idiot like I was when I was a kid and use the potion without talking to her.
Yeah, but at least you get a free one anyway.
The Woods of Mystery are basically the Lost Woods, only you've actually got a different way of getting through the woods.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
also
monkey
only it's
buddy.
also only like 9 screens big.
Yeah, it's a 3x3 grid. Well,
Does it at least have that
It's-
sweet theme song going through it?
It does.
yeah, it's 3x3 with, but then it's got the extra entrance and exit blocks too.
I love how the monkey purposely tries to fake you out.
Yeah. Like I said, the monkey is a dick.
Monkey is a dick.
Alright, well, I don't have any potions, so I gotta leave.
I thought you were supposed to talk to the witch in order to get a potion.
No.
and, you should-
No, you have to talk. You have to talk to this one first, so that the other one will give you the free potion. This is
what
a
do you-
good reuse of models, though.
This, yeah,
Comb
this
and
really
Kote.
is.
Especially because they reused every model that they had, including the ones on the broom. The only one they didn't reuse was Twin Rova.
Twin Rova was an interesting idea for a boss. But at the same time, I couldn't help feeling a little bit disturbed.
I think it's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna ignore the monkey. We know where to go. Fuck you, monkey.
So the directions are always the same on,
Yeah.
on
Yeah, each individual day you go through, they're the same. So day 1, day 2, and day 3 are all different, but it will always be the same on those days.
Alright, and now that we've drugged a witch, we get a free bottle.
I love that they actually breathe out like a bit of smoke or whatever relative to whatever they drank in terms of potion. Like in that she coughed out a little bit of red smoke after drinking the potion.
I've never actually tried to give her a green potion. Does that work at all?
I don't know.
Something to
I
test.
doubt
later.
it.
Either give her a red or a green or a blue and see what happens.
That's because you're not a believer. That's why you doubt it.
Yeah, considering the sheer amount of stuff they have coded into this game, that just does not matter otherwise. I actually wouldn't put it past them to have coded that in.
Alright.
Although a lot of the stuff they have is partially laziness, like Ocarina of Time, you can do any of the cutscenes in that game as adult or child Link. It does not load. It loads whatever model you currently are when you do that.
Although
So they
sometimes
probably
you do.
something.
Although sometimes you freak out. Like you'll get really tall. You'll switch between adult Link's height and child Link's height, even though you're still adult Link.
Yeah.
But anyway, since we saved Coom, now we get to take a sweet ride through the swamp.
Does the potion shop even like sell their merchandise before you do the whole quest?
It does, but
yeah.
at the same time, this is supposed to be your first bottle, so you can't.
Yeah, technically the only way, like, on later loops, you can still buy the stuff. If you decide to go there, it's just, this is where you get your first bottle in the playthrough. Unless you're like glitching through stuff, there's no way to get a bottle before this.
Well, no, that's not true. You can do the other end of the
Oh, right.
All right. First thing we're gonna. Oh dear.
Oh dear, what? What happened?
I went to take a picture.
Oh, that, right.
Well, okay, there we go.
Yeah, it'll come back. It's just,
Yeah, but no, it took way longer than it should have. You'll see. That's okay. We got a picture of the big octo. That's all we need.
yeah, the emulation of this game is a little
Off.
unoptimized.
So were you supposed to take a picture of that?
Well, I got that because it's one of the ones that gives you a free boat ride.
Yeah, it's like 20 rupees, I think.
20 rupees or a free boat ride, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna skip doing this for now because I want to open the thing up as a whole.
Well, I do love how the boat ride there just casually kills a local animal that would happen to be in your way.
So passing.
Yeah, Octoroks are dicks.
Yeah, so passing off to our left here is the swamp spider house. We will come back and do that much later because you need at minimum a couple bottles worth of bugs and the bow, and I think maybe the hook shot.
Hook shot isn't required, but it's a bigger pain in the ass without it.
But
Same
yeah.
thing with multiple bottles of bugs. You just have to make sure when you open up the bottle, you grab one of the three.
I'm rather intrigued by just how much processing power the N64 had, even with it being all polygonal.
Oh, something a little off topic for the stream, but Temp has played through Awful Emblem, and he really likes what you guys have done so far. The Defend chapter was really fun.
Cool.
Well, that's not really what we've done so far. Like,
Yeah, that is
as we made, and this,
it is
That
an
is
old
what we
bit.
have officially released and working. So
Yeah.
well, we've got a couple other chapters that we've got mostly working. Beyond the ones that we've already created. Well, the ones in the July build, that is.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if do we have enemies in them?
Yeah, we've got enemies in Chapter 5, and we've got enemies in Chapter 6.
Alright, so anyway, the big octo gives us a free ride, so we're just going to go ahead and take this back to the Deku Palace.
Yep. The thing that you're required to take a picture of is, guess what? It's Tingle. And then you get bribe money. Well, bribe heart.
No, there's a... Is it? I didn't know you could do that. I know you can get a piece of heart, but you take a picture of the Deku King.
It's also Tingle.
Alright, well I'm going to do the Deku King since we're here.
Yeah. Or Tingle is just a lot of bribe money. He basically bribes you to shut up about the fact that it's his son.
Yeah.
A lot of little
Yep, I love
clever
this
things in
music.
this game. Oh yeah, the Deku Palace has fantastic music.
Alright. So...
And these monkeys are a lot less obnoxious than the monkeys in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, these guys are pretty benevolent for the most part.
OTP isn't always an asshole. Most of the time.
Alright, so they explicitly tell us not to go left or right. Huh.
I wonder what we're gonna have to do later.
Alright, well first thing I'm gonna do is go get a picture of this asshole.
Why is there a giant roaring fire in the middle of a palace full of wood creatures?
Because they're going to heat up a thing of water so that they can boil the monkey.
And eat him, because they think that's what happened to the Deku princess.
But
They're made of wood. You really expect them to be smart.
Alright, let's see. I think I went in the wrong side. One goes to a piece of heart, the other goes to... Oh, well, shit, I got caught.
I think left is beans.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, we need to get thrown out anyway, so...
I do love that the game actually gives you a proper perspective for this stealth sequence.
Oh, it gets even better. If artists will give it like a minute, it's even easier to do this part.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah. There we go, here comes night. Alright, so yeah, see, now we have sight cones, too.
Basically, it's a forced stealth section, but they're nice about it.
Well, Ocarina of Time also had a forced stealth section, if you recall.
Yeah, that one was a little bit less nice about it, because you didn't have line of sight.
Well, this
Seriously, all that
one
matters
does
is
too,
whether or
but it's a
not you
really
touch-
easy one to circumvent.
All that matters is whether or not you touch that line. Like
Those Dekus are stupid.
it's not even a cone of sight thing. It's just that line is their hitbox for the.
Nope,
for,
we went the wrong one. Oh well.
Oh, I thought this was the side that had.
That's okay. We'll get the piece of heart while we're here. Alright, come kick me out. There we go. That was embarrassing. I just ran around you twice.
And wow. I might have to reload this or something because I am several seconds behind.
That's okay, I'm always several seconds behind.
I do like how each area in this game is incredibly unique. It's just even in the way it plays.
Shit.
They did a really good job of making each of the four forms that you can have be really useful.
Ah yes.
Well,
You were caught with their intruder detecting Gatling guns.
I don't know if I'd say that, but... Fuck. I caught by one off screen.
Deku Scrub is useful in places, and Human Link just has all that utility. Goron, I would actually think to say that Goron is probably the least useful.
Oh come on, you can do that rolling thing. And you can pick up things. Goron isn't useless.
I'm not saying he's useless, it's just in a game where you have a lot of utility with the other ones, he's the one with the least actual, you know.
I will say this game is probably the best swimming controls in any 3D game I've played.
Yeah, oh my god, Zora Link is so much fun to play as.
Yeah. So smooth.
Alright, well here's the hole we're looking for.
In like any other 3D platformer, the whole beaver side quest would just be the biggest pain in the ass.
Well, you remember having to capture the Tad tones or whatever in Skyward Sword?
Oh god.
I actually didn't mind that.
At least the spin swim kind of drew them in.
Well, I didn't think that side quest was unbearable. Far from it. It was just kind of long, drawn out, and a little annoying.
It was multi-parted, and the fact that you were working off an air meter was kind of annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, unlike Ocarina of Time, we actually have to water our beets to make them grow. But,
Well, conveniently, we happen to have a pool of water right here.
it's true, we
Make
do.
my monsters grow!
Alright, you, catch me.
I forget, if you water the plant in the bean house, it's just rupees, right?
It is, as far as I know.
how can these little Deku guys even shove you out? You just reflect their things back at them.
Hey man, have you seen what Deku Scrubs can do? Don't make them angry.
Oh no, they'll spin attack at you forever.
Deku Scrubs are like Zerglings. You get enough of them in one place, they will wreck your shit.
And just like that, that's how beans growing works.
Clearly.
Well, obviously it's time-lapse photography or whatever. You missed the part where Link just stood there watching it grow.
Oh man, Dennis is just an expert botanist.
Alright, these guys, I really don't like that they added enemies to the middle of this.
Yeah, this is...
Because you're pretty much dependent on whether or not you can snipe them. And the bubble is really inaccurate.
The problem is the best way to aim the bubble is the clock meter. Because the top of it is pretty much exactly where the shot is gonna go. It's just...
Yeah, in theory.
Yeah. The bubbles also have that little wavy arc to them.
So what happens if you just drop a Deku nut on them when you're flying over them?
Oh, that works too.
That will hit them, but you're going to be right on top of them, which means they will hit you first.
Yeah, that is the dangerous way to do this.
Well, at least they give you a refill on your magic meter. Is there any boss where you actually have to be a Deku to defeat him?
No, actually it's a bad idea to be a Deku for, Odwalla.
Yeah, Odwalla is... There are moments where it is easier as a Deku, but it is by no means required.
Well, he has the whole fire thing, and, you know, fire Dekus.
Right, but like when he's doing like the thing that makes all the rocks fall, if you go if you go into the flower, it won't hurt you. But that's it. That's the only time.
So by extension, shouldn't Gorons be like invincible against fire?
They actually are.
Yeah, they are.
Gameplay mechanic.
I thought that you had to be rolling or whatever to avoid getting burned.
Nope. You can stand in lava. Basically, Goat and, I forget the name of the fish, but they were explicitly designed to be taken on with, the masks you get in their areas.
Of course, that said, Georg is not exactly fun no matter what you're playing as.
It's easier as the Zora, though, because you can just use the electricity. If you have enough health replenishment, you can just damage tank him.
This monkey is really fucking excited to see our sweet pipes.
Best part is, he's supposed to be trying to keep quiet in this section. You have pipes.
No, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Please tell me again. I will go save the princess.
I love their very specific, like, yes/no questions. Like, it's not just, do you understand? It's always something unique. Like, shall I tell you this again?
Also, what's really funny is that his pipes are actually quieter than usual when you're in this little thing.
I never noticed that.
Alright, so now that we have the Snot of Awakening, we can go to... yeah, with the Snot of Awakening.
Sonata of Awakening, not the Snot of Awakening.
Yeah, the Sonata. Yeah,
And
so
all the Dekus are just staring at you. Also, Deku King's 3-leaf cod piece.
oh wow, I never noticed that. God damn it, novel.
I just noticed that myself, but I think that is wonderful.
Alright, so yeah, there's actually a piece of heart we could go get out on the Termina field, but again, that's something for another day. We've got a temple to rise.
Also, another song to get. Basically, the most useful song in the game.
Oh yes.
So everyone just dances along to the song, and the king is like, "Okay, now punish the monkey."
Yes. Oh, you think that's bad? Wait until we get back from the temple.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what day you come back.
It does matter.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't. Is it when you come back from the temple, you can see them getting the water ready to be boiled, and they're literally, like, if you talk to little Dekus, they're literally like, punishment! Punishment! God damn it, Dragonfly!
If you wait for him to attack you, you can kill him by jumping out of the,
Yeah, you can damage him by springing out of the flower.
That's what I tried
I was
to
gonna
do.
say that seems so out of character for little Dekus, because then I remember the Dekus are just assholes.
Yep.
Yeah, the Zoras are really chill, the Gorons are kind of depressed.
Zoras
and the-
are a hippie commune.
Yeah, and then the Deku are just assholes.
They'll always try to con you out of your money.
And speaking of assholes,
It's okay, he only shows up twice in this game. The one time, he barely shows up.
Just to be correct, the reason people did not like this game when it first came out was because of some bullshit over, oh, there's no Ganondorf or whatever.
no, it's no, it's the time system.
Yeah, the time system is a little, oh, FP's in the chat.
Well then, yes, thank you,
Go and
FP.
jump in the call, you bitch. Why do you fail so hard?
Alright, so yep, now we have the Song of Soaring, which lets us warp to any of the owl statues that we've activated.
Now we have ass wings, and there's my requisite reference to an old LP of this game.
It is pretty much the single most important song in the entire game, because otherwise you will
It's
hate
amazing.
yourself.
It's amazing how in a game about time management, they give you so many different options that you can just use to make time not too big an issue.
Oh, that's what makes the game playable.
Yes. Because the moment you start out this game, the first time ever, you've never played it before, you have no idea how to do anything.
I think the first time I ever actually played this game, I died on the first loop.
I don't have slow time on because I don't need it. If you're gonna talk shit,
He's a beast!
This isn't the I'm assuming this isn't the temple run, is it?
no.
Yeah.
Although if I really wanted to show off, I could attempt it.
You can do it in a day.
Even a normal day.
Maybe not a normal day. It would probably take 2
It's
or a day and a half.
It's a new day.
I guess you're just too good for slow time, aren't you?
That's right. I sure am.
Don't interrupt me during my song.
I'll interrupt whatever I want.
Alright, so yeah, now we're gonna dive bomb this fucker.
Nobody cares what you want.
I care.
I still love Deku.
As I said, nobody cares what you want.
I still love Deku Link's shield. It is probably my favorite shield in the game.
Yep. Alright, so there's our very obvious spark. Says, hey, play the ocarina here. So you know what? I think it's a dawn of a new day here.
Who's playing Link to the Past?
FP.
I'm not playing Link to the Past.
Okay, what Zelda game are you playing that's not currently
The-
mainstream?
Link to the Past 2.0.
Yes.
Is it bad that I could recognize these sounds just right from the get-go?
Not at
No.
all.
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
All right. You know what? That's all right. Let's go ahead and just do this temple right the fuck now.
By the way, this game is really, really, really good.
I've been hearing that people think it's as good as Majora's Mask is considered to be now.
That's
I don't
pretty
want to
high
make that
praise.
statement yet, but it is very, very good.
All right. I am actually going to slow down time for the dungeon because I'm not redoing this shit.
Oh yeah, dungeons.
Alright, see, we need that, and get Deku nuts out.
But yeah, Blasphemous, don't feel bad for recognizing sounds from a video game. You're in a call with somebody who has damn near encyclopedic knowledge of video games. Several people who have that, pretty much. Oh, the Great Fairy Mask.
Yep, gotta be properly prepared. Oh, you know what? This might not be as good of an idea because we do have to... There's a bunch of stuff we have to do after the fact, too.
Oh yeah, yeah, you might want to save the temple for when you can do it on day one.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Alright, save state.
Alternatively, you could just do the temple, finish it, and then when you need to do day one stuff again, you just...
Yeah, but that requires
You
me
know.
to come back and beat the temple again. I mean, I know I can
Yeah,
work straight
but
to the
it's
boss,
not like
but...
dude's gonna be difficult.
it's easier this way. Take care of everything in one fell swoop.
One final decisive swoop.
Yeah, the only problem here is the butler's thing is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I already,
Stop doing that. I don't want to get high. You won't.
but I already have the bunny hood though, so.
Yeah, that is one of the saving graces of it.
Alright, step one, slow down time.
I never really found the dungeons to be too bad in this game.
Not,
They
I
are
like
complex.
Yeah, I like
The
the
wa-
dungeons in this
The
game.
water one is a pain in the ass just because of the gimmick of it.
No, not to Southern Swamp. That's not where I want to go.
Too late.
Fucking teleporting.
Amazingly, things in this game can actually hit you for more than one heart of damage at a time.
That seems.
Now that's just unreasonable.
Song of Soaring, you are the best song. There are parts of this game that would be damn near unplayable without that song.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Well, it would certainly be very hard to actually do some of the temples that are farther away.
Apparently it is possible to beat the game on a single loop.
It is, but it's a huge pain in the ass, and you have to know exactly what you're doing the entire time.
So basically, you can only do it after having already beaten the game.
Several times over, yes.
Multiple times.
The Zelda
Yeah.
series does not exactly have slow or fast speed runs.
I mean, you get an hour and change to do the
If you let them reach these fast speed runs,
to do normal, whatever.
Yeah, I
do,
mean,
if
even
you
with-
don't slow down time.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
slowdown, I don't know how long you have.
It makes 1 minute into 3. You have 3 out. Basically, you have about 3.5 hours, even with time slowed down, to do the entire game.
Yeah,
Which
it is apparently possible to 100% it in that time, but you have to budget every minute.
No, it's not possible because you
Not
cannot do.
100%. You
the-
can't do all the mask quests.
Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Fastest possible is 2 loops for 100%.
that sounds
It's-
right.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. Welcome to Woodfall Temple.
Such a lovely place.
It is.
All I know is the Ocarina of Time speedrun. There are 2 speedruns. There's one that's like 20 minutes long, and there's one that's almost 6 hours long. Those are your options.
Oh, come here,
And
you.
already we're going to be encountering our first fairy.
That's right. Stray fair. If you have not played the game, stray fairies are in every dungeon. If you collect all 15 of them, you get something very nice.
I thought each dungeon incremented how many it had.
Oh, you got a whale. A harpooned whale is also watching.
The what?
It's us and a harpooned whale watching.
Alright, well, whatever.
Must be somebody who found the stream through whatever Twitch's thing is.
Yeah,
But yeah.
probably.
Ah, yes. Knocking down nests. Or
Yep. Oh,
hives.
we are gonna be doing that a lot.
This dungeon is interesting.
Yeah. Yes, thank
all
you,
the
Tattle.
dungeons in this game are actually kind of interesting.
Well, if it wasn't for the water temple being such a pain in the ass, this would probably be my least favorite dungeon in this game.
Yeah. Fortunately,
There's nothing wrong with this dungeon. It's just kind of boring in comparison.
Yeah.
fortunately, this because this is just the first dungeon. A lot of the fairies are really easy to find. They're just in a pod over here, or an enemy has one. You don't have to do any really hard searching yet.
Hooray! Because that is always a pain in the ass.
Of course,
Oh,
there.
some of the later fairies get ridiculous.
The hell, there's one in the second dungeon that requires you to use a Deku flower that's right outside of the boss to float down and have,
Oh yeah, that one.
and have the lens of truth active so that you can see through a fake wall.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember that one.
Alright,
See.
I'll need to get the bow for that.
Well, I'm just saying see, because everyone else is saying yes. I have played this game up to the first loop, but I'm bad at Zelda, so yeah.
Yeah, this
Too
this
bad.
isn't the friendliest game for people who aren't like diehard Zelda fans.
No, I was doing
No,
okay
it's
at
not.
Ocarina of Time, and I was doing okay at Link to the Past, and then I played this, and it was just not doing too well, am I? Nope.
I recommend Link's Awakening because that's
So-
a good game.
So as far as I can tell in this game, I'm at a point where I could basically go to any of 7 dungeons right now.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, apparently you are able to,
And it's
the
all, 'cause
dungeons
it's all
that-
based on what items you have,
and you can buy the items, right?
literally every item except one, I guess, which is I think is locked behind some slots.
Alright, and now we are forced into battle against turtles.
God. That fight is a pain in the ass if you don't when you don't know what you're doing the first time.
Yeah, they're really
That's typical of a lot of like Zelda enemies.
yeah, but they're really annoying to fight because basically you have to wait for them to pass over you. And they can get caught on things, which doesn't help.
Oddly, I don't think I ever had trouble with these guys.
Well, I mean, they're not hard, they're just annoying.
Oh god, the new Zelda game is down the shitty timeline. I just realized that. Because
I think of
Link to the
Does
Past
it
is down the
matter?
one where Ganondorf actually takes over.
Get over here, you
Oh.
fucker.
Yeah, well,
This is not something I just know off the top of my head. I'm not that sad and pathetic. I actually have a copy of Hyrule Historia sitting right next to me right now.
mine is a bookcase or 2 away. Well, apparently I can't go fight or whatever the floating eyeball dude is.
Argus.
Argus, that's right. I started to say his name. I'm assuming he's... Well, that's the dungeon that I think I could go to. But apparently not. I don't know.
Alright, so after murdering those
don't know.
turtles, we have the map.
I still like how each of the masks has a different animation for the large treasure chests.
There are a lot of little details put into this game.
think that one of my favorite animations is probably yeah, I think it was one of the Zora things you can do, where he actually like takes his blades and just tosses them in an arc through the air.
Yeah, that's
Oh
pretty...
yeah, the boomerang thing.
Yeah, that's
that
pretty
is.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Each mask really has its own kind of, characterization and flavor to it, and that's something I really like in video games, where they make unique gameplay elements feel unique.
Yeah, there are... is a lot of the problem with this temple is that you kind of have to go over it twice, because like I said, there are fairies stuck underneath like the poison water, so... But
I'm
fortunately...
a fairy, dude. Don't you believe in fairies?
Can't get that one till you have the bow, and
You don't need the bow, but you do have to be able to... You have to be able to swim in the water. Which you can't do because it's poisonous right now and it will kill you.
oh, I'm pretty sure you can get that one with the bow. You pop the bubble and then put the fairy mask on.
Oh, yeah, that works too. But again, have neither.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean you still have to pretty much do 2 passes through each room just to double check everything. But
I like how the fairy mask does just draw fairies in if they're just floating around.
it'll also show you if there's a fairy in the room.
I think this is the compass in here? I remember skipping this room a lot.
Sticks.
Another thing that will
Adventurer's
happen
tool.
is those mobs will attack you as long as you're carrying a stick around.
Yes, they will.
Well, it has to be on fire.
They get
so-
attracted to it, I thought.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and if you're standing there holding it, they will hurt you.
Because now I'm on fucking fire!
No,
Alright,
they
yep.
just attack you.
Yep, that's the compass.
I'm pretty sure if Deku Link touches fire, it's just the same as regular Link falling into a pit. It just warps you back to the beginning of an area.
He's just like, ah!
I made a foot and I'm on fire! Why is this happening?
I think Zora Link might also take double damage from fire.
He does.
Although he doesn't,
does.
he doesn't die the same way Deku Link does.
Well, I would hope not.
It would be kind of awkward, yeah. Why did I... No, not like that. There we go.
I never noticed that detail.
I think that's more of a water tunic thing in general. I think it's like that in every Zelda game that has,
Oh, I did forget about these guys. Anything in here?
Okay, so my reward was
One thing I do remember about the torch is that it can actually be, well, not the stick that is that it can actually be used as a fairly respectable weapon.
It is. I think it's as strong as the level 2 sword, but
it is, but it breaks faster.
it breaks like instantly. So
Yeah, at least in Ocarina of Time, at least, it was the same strength as the Master Sword.
yeah, that's what I meant. Same strength as Master Sword, but it usually broke instantly.
Megaton
I
Hammer.
think lighting
was
it on
as strong as
fire made it. I think lighting on fire made it more.
And then the Megaton Hammer was as strong as the Big Goron sword, but had, less
Oh god,
wind
bees!
up and all
Bees!
wind up and range issues.
Yeah. Still fun
Oh,
though.
I'm sure if you jump in the water, you'll be able to get away from those.
Bees.
Oh no, your whole head is just mouth for them to crawl in.
Alright, so yeah, we will have to come back here to get the rest of those.
Fortunately, they do just about as much damage as you expect an annoying bug to do, so no problem.
Bunny Hood Flip is one of my favorite parts about this game.
Man, I sense evil!
It's not just funny, but it's anything can do that flip.
Yeah, you gotta be going fast enough, it's just the Bunny Hood consistently does it. I think you have to roll. when
I
you
always
do
thought
it.
it was in a specific, like,
Yeah,
in
you gotta
specific
roll
gaps.
if you're not using the bunny hood.
Yeah, if you're not using the it's based on speed.
I thought it was just specific gaps.
Yep.
Point is, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
yes, the shadow balls.
Oh, these guys are so annoying.
Yeah, and I gotta kill them all and make a.
Make a torch like appear or light up or something.
No, I gotta get a. Gotta make a chest appear.
I usually just ignored them and just focused on lighting the torches.
Well, that's fine, but I need a fairy.
You have to kill them for a berry, I think.
Yep.
I like how you can reuse your sticks by just putting them away.
Yep. And they will also burn away if you're not careful.
Alright, I think there's actually something down there, but we're not gonna. Yeah, there's a floor down there, but you can fall down through it.
Oh god! The chomping skulls are back.
I like how you're in the call, but you're not actually going along with us.
Nope, because I'm playing my own Zelda.
Fuck!
He's not even in the right timeline. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Oh,
now
no.
it's even
Oh,
worse
dear.
timeline.
Well,
Basically, I'd say if you liked Link to the Past in any way, you should get this game.
What if you didn't like Link to the Past?
You'll get it because damn, it's good.
I mean, I like Link to the Past, but I was just saying hypothetically.
Do you like Zelda?
Arctic, what happens if you hop across the water and dive in the water at this point?
you just fall in it. Like usual.
No, but I mean, like, where is it gonna respawn you? Because that might be...
What last solid ground that you
Ow.
touched,
Yeah,
usually.
I couldn't remember if it was the last solid ground or the last entrance.
It's usually solid ground.
oh well, at least it's a short trip back up.
Whoa.
So back to the top we go then.
Yep.
I remember there was also a bit of a heavy drop in the fire dungeon that would drop you way back as well.
Yeah,
Oh, the central room in that you could go, like, 5 floors down?
might even be more than that.
Oh, 6, because, it's... The boss is the
snow
only thing on...
dungeon?
Yeah, boss is the only thing on the 5th floor, and then there's the basement level.
Yeah.
I sense the presence of... Oh wait, they're dead.
I'm an Englishman.
Shit, it's gonna hit me. Fuck. Stupid platform.
This dungeon, it's full of kind of annoying insect thingies that are hard to avoid and hit you for piddling amounts of damage.
Oh, stop moving.
You know, I almost wonder if they do re-release this on the 3DS. I wonder if they'll have a Master Quest version too.
Oh,
Why
man.
don't you just stop, like,
You know they
bubbling
might
these
not.
guys?
You know they probably wouldn't because
Yeah,
they
because
didn't
that
make
would
Majora's
require
Mask.
making one because
Yeah,
they already had one for Ocarina.
Where did the Ocarina of Time one come from?
It was made for the GameCube.
Was it? 'Cause
Yeah.
There was talk of it also.
God
Like you can find
damn it.
ROMs of it for N64.
Yeah, because it was the N64 disc drive, which never came out in America.
Oh, so it came out there on the disc drive first?
Yeah, and then we got it on the
That was
GameCube.
that was what I was trying to figure out.
We got it on the GameCube, and it was just one of those ROMs on a.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have it.
Yeah, it was the same thing as the disc that had Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, where it just had an emulator for each of them. Never play the GameCube version of Majora's Mask. It lags and hangs up like crazy.
I have it. It
Yeah,
never
it
given me
it's really unstable.
It has never given me an issue.
I tried. That's how I played Majora's Mask, and it did kind of lock up on me 2 or 3 times.
Never.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody always says it gives a whole bunch of trouble, and nothing.
Apparently the port for Virtual Console is pretty stable though.
Yeah, the Virtual Console port is basically perfect.
It's really obvious with like Ocarina of Time when you're trying to save and quit out of menus, because it'll hang for like a very obvious amount of time on just saving and quitting.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully with these bugs out of the picture, getting across the gap shouldn't be as hard.
Yeah, I made it this time.
Yeah, this is why stuff like this is the reason why you always do slow time and do the temples on the first day.
Oh, I guess I should probably... I say, Deku Link, you're not fat enough to activate the switch.
Is there ever a reason?
Doing a stealth section right now.
Is there ever any reason to use Elegy of Emptiness in Deku Link?
Nope.
No. But it was there, and that was, I guess, kind of nice that they bothered to do it.
I think maybe you can use them as hookshot targets. I think.
That might
No.
be the only reason though.
Can you?
Yeah.
Actually, you can.
I don't
I'm
know
pretty
if
sure
you
you
can,
can
or
at least use Deku Link.
I don't think you can. Oh, maybe. I've never had a reason to use
I mean, like
him as
you never have to do that in game, but I think that's there.
That's neat.
Alright, it's mini boss time.
Alright. Always love these little mini boss fights.
Majora's Mask had the best mini bosses.
I don't know, that one...
Not this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I know what the one you're talking about, but let me catch up.
Well, I mean, it's better than the two Lizalfos from Dodongo's Cavern. At least this guy's slightly more threatening than those two were.
Yeah, about that.
This guy at least has a way to hit you from
This
range.
guy's a mini boss?
Yeah, that's how we get the bow.
Mini boss.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
It's the Dynalphos, the Wiz Robe, the thing that's basically
War. His name is War.
Argus.
Progress. Or whatever he is.
The hero's bow, kid size.
Well, actually, I don't think this guy is technically the mini boss for this dungeon.
No, he's where we get the bow. He's the mini boss.
Yeah, but you've also got the other guy, the frog.
Oh yeah, well that's the boss.
Yeah, that's the boss key.
Mini boss. Boss.
Alright, we need to...
Well, he's the key, and he's also the side quest. That is still my favorite side quest in any Zelda game, because you get to put together Frog Orchestra.
Alright, I guess
Oh
I'll
yeah.
I'll just teleport through the
Majora's Mask
platform
just
there.
had so many side quests.
Plus, you got Frog Hat out of that.
It's true, you do get Frog Hat out of that. Oh, and speaking
Frog
of...
Hat ain't no shit.
Huh, you just clipped through that.
I did.
Oh, no, it seemed like he pretty clearly missed. Unless I'm way behind now.
This fight is kind of kicking the ass.
Yeah.
Never had difficulty with the frog.
The annoying part is trying to hit him when he's on the ceiling.
Target him, goddammit. Where the fuck is he? There he is.
Oh good. Chest library.
Yay. Which
moving.
fine Zelda tradition? Is it the new tradition of telling you each time you boot up the game how much rupees are worth?
Nope. Does not happen.
Yay.
Nope. Don't. No,
What,
not
rubies
down.
like
Use the fucking Deku mask.
Bitcoins or something?
Blasphemous, have you played the more recent Zelda games?
No?
It started with Twilight Princess, and it was even worse than Skyward Sword. Anytime you turned the game off, the next time you turned it back on, it would tell you how much each rupee you picked up was worth.
To be
the
fair, I
first
think
time
that was a bug in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, in Twilight Princess, I think it was probably a bug, but in Skyward Sword, it was inexcusable.
Oh, you mean you're talking about those little things where you got a rupee, it's worth such and such?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never really got too annoyed by that.
Alright. So we have the boss key now.
It starts getting annoying like the 4th or 5th time you boot the game up, and it's like, okay, I get this.
I mean, it brought up a little help screen every single time you grab one of those random loot items for the chest.
If I had the resources to do so, I would mod my Wii, because there is a mod that lets you turn that off.
You would mod your Wii just for that.
Yes.
Nope, a little bit higher.
That is one of the things about Skyward Sword that makes me really
There
not
we
like
go.
that game.
And here I thought it would be the fact that they send you on like 2 or 3 different quests just because you just show your worth, quote unquote, to various people.
Oh, I have a lot of complaints about Skyward Sword.
Alright, so that's number 9. There are 3 of them in the room before the boss.
There's the one under the, unless that's the one you're going to get, the one under the bridge.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Well, they've made the Dark Palace actually entirely dark.
I don't know if having a completely dark palace would be exactly pleasant.
Oh wait, there's a chest. There's a chest over there I can summon.
Then again, the Legend of Zelda dungeons have never been like about being fun.
What? That's... What?
He's just making his opinion heard.
I'm trying to understand it.
I'm saying that Legend of Zelda dungeons tend to be really irritating slogs at times. Like, a lot of the time, the dungeons are just either pointless puzzles or just really busy work.
I think it depends on the game. Some games handle the dungeons better than others.
Let's see, we need to go over here to get one.
Like, up until the 8th dungeon, Link's Awakening... Well, the 5th dungeon is really bad too, but, most of the dungeons in Link's Awakening are really good. The 8th one has a really stupid puzzle that you're probably never going to figure out on your own.
That's Eagle's Tower.
What did you say, Artix?
That's Eagle's Tower.
No, that's 7. That one is busy work, I will admit. 8th is the one. 8 is the one where you have to shoot a statue with an arrow to get a key, and you haven't had to do that at any other point in the game. And the only
To be fair, though, doesn't it lead up to it, or
There is
can you find a message that tells you about that?
The message is only in the DX version, and yeah, there's an arrow pointing to the
Yep,
statue.
there
but
we
that doesn't
go.
really tell you
N64.
much.
Project 64 crash.
When was the last time you save stated?
Not very long ago.
Okay.
Close program. Alright, I gotta stop streaming.